Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. Before we go on, let's give a moment of silence for the ones who aren't here with us today for whatever reason. Let's give this moment to them. All right. If you haven't already done so, make sure that you check on your people. Anybody that you fuck with, check on them. Why haven't you? If you say that you love somebody, you care about somebody, it's no reason why you shouldn't be checking on them. And I say this a lot, but the way the world is right now, it's hard for all of us. It's not hard for just you, me, him, her. It's hard for every single one of us. So do what you can. Please do what you can to check on your people. Don't forget. Coming up on the couch, this Friday we got Fuck Fentanyl. And August the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th is going to be Prison Jail Felon Talk. August the 10th, we got Derek, the spiritual coach. This is going to be his second time on the couch. Super excited to have him. August the 12th is going to be Autoimmune Disease Awareness. August the 13th is going to be Sickle Cell Talk. August the 24th is going to be Stop the Violence. August the 29th, if you guys are in the Oklahoma City area and you've done any time and you would like to come to the second annual prison reunion, you're more than welcome. Kids are invited. So that is on the 29th of August. And then August 30th, that's another round of Fuck Fentanyl. Today's episode is called Child Protective Services. Now, if you are a couch potato or regular degular schmegula, then you already know that I've been through a lot. I've been through pretty much, oh my goodness. Sometimes it gets tiring that I've been through so much. I'm like, oh my God, I've been through that too? Oh wow, that too? But unfortunately, I've been through child protective services, which when I was there, we called it DHS custody. Tonight, we're going to speak on a little bit of my experience and a little bit of what I have still been seeing. If you have any children and they are in child protective services, please do not be fooled into believing that Child Protective Services means that they're actually protecting the children. Please don't be fooled into believing that they're doing a better job than you. No, seriously, don't believe that they are doing a better job, because a lot of times, I know for one, and I'm speaking from experience, when I was in DHS custody, I had no idea what to expect. And I had no idea that I would go through the things that I would go through. Starting from being at Lord Dessa Shelter, if you were ever in DHS custody and you were in the Tulsa area and you had to go to the DHS shelter, Lord Dessa Shelter, then you know that that's the main DHS shelter that they take you to. Lord Dessa Shelter, I've pretty much been to every facility that there is in the state of Oklahoma, in different counties and everything. When we was at Lord Dessa Shelter, there were staff members that were male and female. And you would think that the males would stick to just the males. No. They were flirting with the females. And there was actually this young girl, I know her name was Brittany. It was two Britneys. And I remember that I can't think of his name. He was like the head of Lord Dessa, and he used to keep them in his office. And I didn't understand it. Mind you, I'm a young child at this time. So I'm not really hip to what's happening already in the facility. I'm just new to the facility at the time. There's no male staff member that should have any right or privilege to be able to take you off center and take you to their home. And I remember when I was at Lordessa Shelter, they let Mr. Roderick take us to his house. And I couldn't understand for the life of me. And then when I realized it was, oh, we supposed to fuck him. I was a kid. I was like, okay, so we fuck him? I'm like, talking to my girlfriend, like we supposed to fuck him? Like, she's like, yeah, that's what we supposed to do when we here. Mind you, we're taken away from our parents and put in child protective services. Child protect. And you're putting me in a situation where I'm damn near being pimped out for being the child that's in this protective service of yours. They don't screen the people that are hired. Yeah, they say, oh yeah, we do background checks. But how extensive are you doing these background checks? If someone who is a predator, a sexual predator, if they've never been in trouble before in their entire life, if they've never got caught, how can you properly screen someone, male or female, working in child protective services, DHS custody, without genuinely knowing if they're gonna do something to the child? I had no idea that even in my head, I was thinking, okay, it's going to be better if I get into a foster home. So let me be good so I can get into a foster home. So when I get into that foster home, I could just tell whoever takes me, you know, what was happening at Lordessa Shelter. And instead of that, instead of being able to open up and talk about what was happening at the shelter, at the main shelter that y'all take all the DHS kids to, instead of me being able to open up and speak about that, I'm put in yet another situation where my foster mom has other adults around, whether they're her children or not. They're adults. Now, my foster mom might have been screened and passed the background check, but who's to say that the adults that she has around the house or coming to visit or that's related to her, that who's to say that they can pass one of these background checks that DHS put these people through? See, that's the loophole. Because they're not being tested. Because who knows that they're coming over? Who knows that they're even there? Then I'm put in a situation where I'm touched inappropriately. And I immediately go tell my foster mom. And I'm made out to be a liar. And not only did my caseworker not have my back, but my caseworker took me to Tulsa Medical Regional Center, TRMC, to the top floor, the mental hospital in Tulsa. If you didn't understand when I said Tulsa Medical Regional Center. But anyways. And as I'm there, I'm realizing that I'm not put in a situation that's better than what I was already in. I might not be physically being abused anymore, but sexually I am being taken advantage of. And I went to DHS custody at the age of 14. So I was still a child. I was still a child when these grown-ass men were making plans to fuck me when a certain staff member would leave. Would make plans to have threesomes with us, the girls that's in the shelter, in DHS custody, that's supposed to be protected. Then we don't get certain privileges from our foster parents if we misbehave or if we don't keep quiet about certain things. No new clothes for you. No voucher for you. So as I'm in this mental hospital, being put on all these medications that I should have never been put on, all for the sake of keeping me quiet. See, they don't want to do things to you while you're in Child Protective Services and you speak on it. They want to do things to you and you curl into yourself like a victim and get quiet so they can keep treating you. So by the time they numb your pain so much, by the time they finish numbing you, you 23 years old, experiencing flashbacks from the time you was in DHS custody, finally realizing all the things that happened to you. That's what they do. They dope you up because they was trying to dope me up so much to where I didn't remember even the reason why I was there. And I remember why I was there. I was there because my foster mom's son tried to touch me. He was 40 years old. I was 15 at the time. And because no one would listen to me, I bust out all the windows on that street. Yes, I know why I'm here. They don't make it easy for you to have another option. They don't make it easy for you to even speak out. They actually teach you in Child Protective Services to be quiet about certain things, but tell on your parents. Tell on your parents because it's easier to keep you in this system and have our way with you however we want. Mr. Roderick should have never been taking us to his house, fucking us, threesomes, teaching us about dick rings, all type of shit. I'm talking about we was kids at this man's house. I'll never forget he used to wear these dumb ass contacts, these hazel contacts, and everybody was just so in love with him. He had this little lisp, and I'm just like I'm not understanding. I don't want to get in trouble, so yeah, I'm gonna go along with it. But damn, how long we gotta go along with it? We gotta keep on fucking this grown ass man. And before we know it, we don't even realize that we are even in the wrong. And I say it like that, but we were children. How were we in the wrong? Like, they made us believe that it was in our best interest to fuck them. And I mean, thinking about it now, it's like, wow, I can't believe how easy it is to get into a young girl or a young boy's head being in DHS custody. Like, I can't believe how easy it was for that to happen. And we literally went along with it like it was life. And I went from TRMC back to the same foster home that I accused my foster mom's son of trying to touch me. Like, I was so angry. Like, I didn't want to be, I love you, wifey. I didn't even want to be around. Like, I didn't give a fuck. Like, I was disgustingly rude because I wanted them to hate me and tell my caseworker, yo, I don't even want her here. Because I'm like, why would y'all bring me to the same foster home that I'm telling you that this man just tried to fucking touch me sexually, and I didn't like it. I didn't feel comfortable. I didn't feel so comfortable enough that I busted out everybody's fucking windows, and you had the nerve to bring me back. So I told them that if they don't take me away from there, I'm going to run away every fucking day. I'm going to bust everybody's windows out, cars, everything. So they ended up taking me to Pawhuska. And I really believe that's when my journey started, as far as running away and I just was rebellious. You know, y'all literally don't care. Then they put me in another hospital, Shadow Mountain. Yo, if anybody is in Tulsa that's ever went to DHS custody, these two hospitals, this actual facility that I'm talking about, man, I can't even tell you how many people hit me up like, yo, I still have bad memories about the time whenever I was in DHS custody. Yo, I still do too, but guess what? The time that I spent in prison outweighs what happened in DHS. But it still happened in DHS. It honestly, like, I'm I don't want to cry. Because I was like, I'm going to start this segment because I want to talk about it. Like, I want to get it off my chest. Like, that wasn't fucking right. So we at Shadow Mountain, which is a whole nother mental hospital facility that's connected to Child Protective Services. This is a facility that they supposed to be literally fixing you mentally. But they was breaking me down. They literally had me strapped to a bed with my hands like this. Because they said I was in there for masturbation, which I'm going to be real. Like, I was not masturbating. It was these two girls. They was having sex in a room. But I wasn't finna be like, oh, no, it was them. I was just like, it was me. Like, okay, yeah. I didn't think that they would take me to a mental hospital for it, but they did. And every day I had to say, my name is Janelle and I'm in here for masturbation. And everybody will fucking laugh at me. Now, even though it seems funny right now, as a child, I didn't think it was funny. I was embarrassed. Like, I was humiliated every fucking day in front of the boys, the girls, the staff members. And then it got to the point where they told me, you don't even have to be embarrassed anymore. I'm going to give you, oh, if I could remember his name, it was 3 of them. But the main one that was talking, he said, if I can give you, I'm going to give you, oh my God, this is, okay, I'm about to say it. He said, I'm going to give you a choice. You can sleep like this, and I'm going to sit here and watch you all night. I'm going to be watching you regardless. He said, but I'm going to want you touching your breast, but they not developed enough. And I'm looking like, I'm really just like, I guess I can't believe that it's 3 male staff members standing at my door and they know that their mouth isn't on camera. But you could see 3 male. So whenever I said something to my doctor, she gonna say, well, you can't tell what they're saying. So whatever I said just didn't matter anyways. So they telling me, play with your breast or play with your coochie. But you have to do one. Mind you, Child Protective Services, we supposed to be protected. Y'all are literally putting me in positions in places where I'm not protected and I don't feel safe. And I can't speak up or speak out because every time I do, I end up in a facility like this. And it wasn't just me. It wasn't just me. Half the women that I was in prison with, I was in DHS custody with them. I know half of them girls from DHS, from the shelter. And we didn't have no good time. So I don't know what was worse, prison or DHS. Because the state literally have you in their care, in their custody, and they own you. And prison do too. And they get to do and say whatever they want about your care and whatever is happening in your life or whatever is going to happen in your life. And you have no say-so. And the only thing that you can do is run away. That's the only way you can take your strength back. That's the only way you could take a little piece of you back because they rip everything from you. They rip you from your family, and then they put you in situations, and then they rip you from your sanity because they make you believe that speaking up and speaking out is wrong. So the only thing you can do to take back your freedom, take back yourself, take back your everything is to run. Is to run. And how fucked up is that? We're taken out of a situation that was fucked up and put in another situation that's fucked up. And now we have to run away to another situation that may or may not be fucked up. But who wants to stay in a system that's broken? That they already told you, convinced you that your family is broken and that they better to take care of you. Yet you don't feel better mentally, physically, or emotionally. It's no reason why those men or female staff should have been sexually looking at us or talking to us or even anything. We were kids. We were children. What made me want to finally speak up and speak out is the other day I was online. And it was a missing post of a young girl. And it basically was saying how she was in DHS custody and she ran away. And I didn't want to immediately, think of my situation. So something made me go read the comments. And when I went to the comments, the little girl made a comment herself. And she said, like, y'all know what y'all doing to me and why I ran away. Something about sexual assault. That little baby is running because the situation that y'all said that she was in, that was worse. Y'all put her in an even worse situation. And now she's possibly being sexually assaulted every day or being advanced on. And when you in the system in DHS custody, it's not easy dealing with being sexually assaulted or sexually harassed. It's not easy, especially because you a kid. They automatically already have a plan for you. Some of these ladies and boys that was in DHS, they gone, dead right now. Still never to be found. Organs probably gone, sold to the next or to the highest bidder. Child Protective Services, they kidnap kids and they do what they want with them. And then the kids, us, we're left picking up the shattered fucking pieces. And before we even get to pick up the pieces, some of us end up in prison before we even pick up the pieces. Pieces still fucking broken. Now we shattered all over again. It's not right. It's not right that young little girl is on the run right now and she's being sexually abused, assaulted, harassed by any staff member or anybody that has to do with Child Protective Services when you said that you was going to protect this child. You know how many children that are in there right now that can't speak up or speak out? Because we know the consequences. We know what will happen. It might have already happened. They quiet you. They put you in level E group homes and have them test you and tell you that something is wrong with you. And then they hypnotize you. And then you don't snap out of it until you in your fucking 30s. You want to know how I know? Because I've been there. It's me. they did me that same way. And it's scary to think about. These motherfuckers hypnotized me. Why would you hypnotize me? Why would you put me in a mental facility after I told you that I was sexually assaulted? Why am I in the wrong? Why are y'all teaching that it's wrong to tell? Because I remember my DHS worker said, well, I know that you're, making a complaint on your foster mom and, what her son did, but we don't have that many foster moms or foster parents that are willing to use their homes and devote their lives. So that's a reason for this family to continue to sexually assault young women and men that come through this foster home, because there's not that many foster parents that are willing to put their lives out for us foster kids. So stick with what y'all can get, no matter what the consequences are, no matter what happens. That's what they do. That's what it is. So if you see this video, if you ever come across this video, I'm going to make this a permanent segment on the couch. If you can and you're willing to be a foster parent and you have the right heart, and please do it. We need more amazing parents, amazing foster homes. Not the ones where the sexual predators are lurking and waiting, or the child traffickers are waiting. Stop leaving us with the short end of the stick. And if you can take that step, please do what you can to be a foster parent or to foster kids temporarily, even if it's not permanently. Again, I'm going to be doing this segment on the couch every month. Child Protective Services, because we need to talk about it. I bet you guys would have never knew if we wasn't speaking on it. If you just now tuning in, it's the Couch Chronicles, where it ain't no fucking limits. I do this every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday from 8 Central Time, and every Wednesday and Friday from 9:30 a.m. Central Time. Follow Couch Chronicles No Limits on Spotify, Apple, Pandora, THA Couch on Facebook, TikTok, Big O, Threads, Lemon 8, Twitch, Favorited, Fanbase, Seen You, everywhere. Also, make sure that you subscribe, and I would greatly appreciate it. Share the live. Anytime you ever see that I'm not on the live, there's going to be a blackout coming up real soon, and I'm not going to be live that whole week. I will make sure to inform you guys what day that is. I definitely appreciate everybody that comes in, rewatch, re-listens to the couch. It's all about love, support, good vibes, positive energy, and that's all I'm trying to spread. And I know that sometimes people don't catch it right whenever it's live. That's cool. You can always come back. I appreciate it. I love you guys so much. It's the Couch Chronicles, where it ain't no fucking limits. Later.